Greetings, this is Noble Kale for noblekale.com. I've got here a game called Lemonade Stand. And it has lovely tunes like that all the way through it. It was released in, 1979 by Apple, and I haven't seen what other platforms it came out on, but searching around the net, it seems like it's actually a pretty common game in sort of hand wavy marks. So anyway, what it does is it starts off with a little bit of story and asks whether this is a new game or not. So the interesting thing here is that I don't know if this is common across all 2GS games or whatever, but some of them require you to type in capitals. Now, it does have alternating turns of players and you can compete, but I'm going to play solo. Okay, and then it runs through with, it's a really simple game. You get 3 decisions. How many glasses of lemonade to make, how many advertising signs to make, and what price to charge for each glass. And then it goes on to tell me that I start off with $2 in assets, and lemonade is currently 2 cents per glass, although that might change as I run out of sugar. So a little bit of interesting thing there. And then it actually explains a couple of financial terms: expenses, profit, and this is because each day you get a financial report. Okay, lovely. So it's sunny, which means that people are going to be thirsty, so let's extort those bastards. Cost of lemonade today is 2 cents. Assets $2, so theoretically I could make, like a whole lot of lemonade, but I don't think I'll sell that much. So let's just play it cautiously, shall we? Let's go with 20. Okay, so 20, that'll cost me 40 cents. How many advertising signs? Let's go with 2. Screw it. Let's make 3. So that's 45 cents. So far I've spent 75 cents. I don't want to give it a decimal point. I don't know how it will cope with randomized characters or, strings instead of hints. What price in cents do you wish to charge for lemonade? $4. But I don't think I'll sell all of them. So here we go. Would I like to change anything? So it asks for a confirm, which is lovely. No. Interestingly, if you type yes in lowercase, it ignores you. And here's how we did. We lost 5 cents. Ah, dear. But we did pretty okay. So I think that the advertising signs were useless. Alright. Yes, thank you. Raindrops keep falling on my head. So it's cloudy. Now, here's what I've noticed in my 2 playthroughs so far, is that it seems like the weather is set. And I know that there's going to be thunderstorms, which means I don't want to make any. None. No one's going to buy anything. Let's ignore it today. Yes, thunderstorms. And some lovely singing in the rain. Severe thunderstorm hit just as the lemonade stands were being set up, which means since I didn't spend any money, I didn't lose any money. Cool. Now let's actually go out on a limb here. It's a sunny day, and my mum stopped giving me free sugar. Well, okay, that's encouraging me to take financial responsibility for my full business, so that's okay. 4 cents now, which means I can't make 100 or anything weird like that. So let's make 40, which would be $1.60. We definitely need to be making some signs to take advantage of that. And I think that if I charge, screw it, let's charge 70 cents. We're going to go broke. We sold nothing, and we lost $1.90, which means we have 5 cents left. And that is pretty much the game. I think I get one more day, and it's a cloudy one. I can afford to make one, but I think we'll stick to ignoring today. Whoa, hot and dry. I don't recognize that song. Hot and dry. Damn it, I should have held my big day for today. I'll remember for the next playthrough. One. Because that's all I can do. No signs. I don't want to charge 0 cents. I want to charge 20 cents. Gotta take risks. I sold it. Okay, so let's take a moment to reflect here. It's basically a very simple game in that there are 3 choices to be made. It does ramp up in difficulty after the first few days, in that, you know, your parental unit stops giving you sugar, so therefore the main component starts costing a lot more. It's interesting in that it doesn't really tell you how much of a role advertising signs play, and it doesn't really tell you what the maximum you can sell or anything like that is. I find it a bit interesting. The game is rather replayable. I played this a lot when I was a kid, even though the weather is predictable. So mostly you can progress further by sort of memorizing what days are good times to sell or something like that. Like what we noticed just then was that I gambled the farm, or lemonade stand so to speak, on a day that was only sunny, when then there was a hot and dry day that came along and I sold much bigger. So perhaps that's worth considering, is that you get your replayability by virtue of tapping into a mechanic which I call pre-knowledge of the system. I know what days are going to have what weather, therefore I can do better. It's not necessarily limiting me in that it does tell me up front, this day has this weather, but I don't know what tomorrow's weather is going to be like, and that's where that pre-knowledge helps, but it doesn't necessarily hold you back. So what we've got here is financial decisions and pre-knowledge of the system, and the pressure is very low because everything is up front, absolutely everything. The only thing that's really unknown is what the hell advertising signs do, but the player will sort of work that out as they go along, and as they play again and again and again, it's all pretty predictable. So there shouldn't be too much variation based upon different sort of playthroughs. Anyway, so that was a game called Lemonade Stand, and this is Noble Kale from noblecale.com. I'll see you later.